Good morning, and welcome to It's a Little Bit Cooler Today, Winnipeg. 19.6, that's more like it. All right, this morning, you notice I got a little bug crawling there in my test tube. This morning, I go to add water to my water filter, and I don't know why I have a water filter, because Winnipeg has excellent water just straight from the tap, but somehow I got into this thing about 10 years ago or so, and I've just sort of kept it up, and I filter all my drinking water, so and cooking and so on. Like I say, I don't know why I bother, but I do it. It's just sort of become a thing. Anyway, so I go to add water to it, and I go to pour the water in the bottom of the, I guess you call it the hopper or the reservoir that's in the top, which holds about two or 3 liters. I see that there's a bug down in the bottom of it that's got in there, and I knew it probably wasn't a fly, because a fly would be floating on the top. So I thought it must be some sort of a spider or something. So I get a fork and I very carefully take it out, and I take it, and it's completely surrounded by a bubble of water, surface tension, and I lay it on the kitchen table, and I think I'll take a look at it later once it dries out. Now, I've been up for quite a while already. So anyway, a little while later, I walked past, and I noticed that it's sort of dried out, and it's laying on its back, and it's kind of moving. It came back to life. So I come in here to the model table, I get a test tube, and I put it in, and it's crawling around pretty good. And it's, I thought it had drowned, but apparently it didn't. Insects are very, very hardy creatures. You put us in water for any length of time, and we're not going to come back to life later. Well, maybe immediately thereafter we could, but anyway. Yeah, it's crawling along there pretty good. It's some kind of a beetle. I hope it's not a biting beetle, because if there's that one, that means there's more in the house. It's pretty hard to keep bugs out of your house. I think there probably is a way. I imagine if a person was to build a brand new house and seal it everywhere, so that no bugs or insects could get in. Well, you might be okay then. And then filter all the air that comes into your house. And anyway, I'm not going to be doing that. Now, step 41. The walkers yesterday, they did come by. I haven't seen them yet this morning, but they did come by yesterday, and I forgot to show you, so here they are. Now, this is from yesterday. Today I don't know how it's going to turn out, because my camera's in a slightly different location, aimed at a certain different spot, so I guess we'll see if I want to be bothered to take the time later. Anyway, step 41. It looks like in step 41 we do have a few pieces that we have to get, but it appears that I'll recompose, so that we can see it in relation to what I'm looking at here. Okay, I don't have any big news. Yesterday as you probably already figured out, I did not get to go to Lockport and to Ricky's restaurant with my daughter and her husband. It just didn't work out. When we were going to go, it was raining, and it just didn't work out. So the plan is we're going to do it this later this afternoon. So the plan is around 5 o'clock this afternoon, they're going to come by, and we're all going to go motoring out there. The weather is predicted to be nice today, or nicer, and it's not supposed to be so hot. I think yesterday we must have had a humidex of the hottest day of the year, even though I think it only went to about 31 on my thermometer. The humidex was supposed to be in around 41. So and it felt like it. It felt like it when I went out to, I think it was, I went out to put out the garbage or something, because today's garbage day. They should be coming by pretty quick. Usually they come by when I push record and they start rattling around and I have to raise my voice. Can't hear myself think. But today they haven't. Okay, I hope my voice is going to hold out. Let's recompose here and yeah, do what we can do. Make a little bit of progress. Let's keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Step 41 today, maybe step 42 in 2 or 3 days. That's the way it's going to go, and eventually we'll be to the end here. I think the end is like step 70 or something. Doesn't matter. It is what it is. We'll get there. That's the plan. Not going to give up. We'll get there. And the plan is that after this is done, somebody was indicating what are you going to get next. I think it was in a comment from yesterday. And I don't know what I'm going to get next. I'm still thinking about maybe the Yamato if it comes to Winnipeg. Or can be easily got. I can order it from a hobby store in the United States, which is only 100 miles south of here, or less. But to get it into Canada, it's a big hassle. There's the duty fees and all the rest of it. So it'd be really nice if a hobby store here in Winnipeg started stocking it. But anyway, the Yamato might not be a good idea for me at this stage in my life. I'm slowing down. As I said to our good friend Jason Port, I said I'm slowing down, and I am. I'm slowing down. So the Yamato might not be a good idea. It could be maybe one of Trumpeter's 1/200 scale aircraft carriers. It might be a little bit easier. On the other hand, maybe not. But whatever the next big one is, it'll probably be my last big one. Yeah. We got a lot of work to do on this yet. Even after it's done, I got to get the wiring all working and get I was planning on putting adjustable resistors on a lot of those LEDs so I could turn them down. I'm still thinking about that. I still think that's a good idea. They're not that expensive. I could have every one on an adjustable resistor. What do they call them? Point potentiometers or something like that? Yeah. Boy, that's a big beetle. Can you see it there? Well, we'll take a look at it later. We'll put the macro lens on and take a look at it. That beetle is so big that I don't even need the microscope to see it. The macro lens will show it up pretty good. Okay, let's get at her here. Missy the dog is due to come by pretty soon, and we are ready. Hey, wasn't that cute yesterday when she heard the siren and she pointed her little nose to the sky and howled, and it was like she was trying to get it to the same pitch as the siren. Okay, let's get our camera down here on the table and take a look and see what we're gonna do here. Okay, I've overridden my ISO here. So I hope that these parts are not going to be too washed out here now. It's always difficult to have the manual in the background, and which is white, and then the other pieces are going to end up looking too dark. So if I open the lens up a little bit, okay, now this goes there. Now you can see here. I think we'll probably be able to let gravity be our friend here with this, and turn it like this, and then get these. This one goes here, this one goes here, and this one goes here, obviously. So we'll get them lined up, and then we'll try and bend other parts in place. Now this is sort of what I should have done, kind of, when I was gluing these while they were still loose. Okay, now it's actually lining up pretty good already, surprisingly. Okay, yeah, we'll just sort of recompose and get everything in place here. Maybe I'll somehow use let's see, could I use clamps on that, or I don't know if I could use clamps or not. I have a... Yeah, I think I probably could. I could bring a clamp in from here and you know, and squeeze it this way. Because, you know, it'd be nice if I could do it maybe like this, but is it going to want to stay like that? You know, it's going to want to rock away, so it's always nice when you can let gravity be your friend in a case like this. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, and then this thing here that we made weeks ago, it actually goes on here somehow. It probably did, yeah. It'll just fit on there. Little by little, it's beginning to, you know, I'm guessing maybe in about 2 weeks or less, we should be out of the diesel engine room. Because I would think that this should go fairly good, getting the engine together and so on. Painting it so that it doesn't, you know, lose detail is going to be a little more difficult. I'll probably spray most of it, like what you would call the block, and then with a little paintbrush, try and highlight the details that are on the engine. There's quite a bit, as you're going to see when we flip the page over to 42. Okay, let's. I'm still trying to think of how the best way to do this. I'll come up with something. Okay, somebody's probably wondering, how did a beetle get into your water? Doesn't it have a lid? Well, when I fill it up, I generally have the bad habit of filling it right to the very top like that. Now, what's going to happen now is that if I was to put the lid down on there, the way the lid is shaped, it's going to make it flow over and down the sides. So I generally will just leave the lid off for a little bit until it starts to go down. Then I'll slip the lid on. And I guess the beetle got himself in the crack and fell in and almost drowned. Okay, I knew you'd want to know that. Hello, Missy. Okay. Oh my goodness. I forgot to get one here. I'm going to have to set the camera down. Okay. I don't want to give you too much here because you'll choke on it. All right, that's it. You got it all. You got it all. Yeah, you got it all. Let's go talk to Max. Oh, it's nice out here.
It's cool, yeah. It's still nice for sitting. Will come a time it'll be too cold.
Oh yeah, that's coming. That's coming.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The Beagle has landed.
Yeah, okay, Beagle. Okay. Yeah. People got a kick out of the way she howled yesterday.
What did they say?
Just one guy says so cute or something like that. Yeah.
We got Uncle Harley's this morning. He gave her about 4 dog bones, which is a lot. Enough that she just went straight across the street to have a dump. So that shortened the trip a bit.
So
I got up an hour late this morning. Got up at around 7.
I was up early. I was up around 5, like around there.
Arlie was saying he didn't get to sleep until 4.
Oh my goodness, he couldn't get to sleep.
I don't know if he slept during the day or what, but God, doesn't it keep you awake until 4 in the morning?
I don't know.
There's nights I have trouble staying awake until 10. So today is the day of the motorcycle ride.
Yeah, all being well, Trish is going to come by and with Bill. I guess this Bill is going to be coming by with Trisha because it's his bike.
And it'll be the motorcycle convoy.
That's
down
right.
Henderson Highway.
That's right.
We got us a convoy. Rolling across the USA.
Yeah, Rolling Thunder.
Rolling Thunder, that's it. Harley Davidson and Honda.
You know,
It's a mixture of voices.
I think my Honda engine has been designed to sound like a Harley because it's got that 2-cylinder and the cylinders don't fire evenly.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have a nice even sound like my old motorcycle did. Now the old motorcycle was a 4-cylinder and they fired sequentially in order, spaced perfectly apart or whatever you call it, and it had a nice smooth sound. But this one here, they don't fire together, so they have that sort of or some people say potato. You know, that's the way a Harley Davidson sounds. So I'm just sort of wondering if Honda sort of tried to make it sound like that because it's sort of a popular sound. People love that sound. I like that sound.
The marketing device.
Yeah. Your eyes are bothering you again, aren't they, Missy? Yeah.
A lot of smoke in the air.
Okay.
We'll be taking her in next month for shots. We'll have the vet take a look again, but she looked so thoroughly.
Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay, let's continue on here. Okay, so what I'm planning on doing here, as well as using the clamps to hold this together, I want to use this bulkhead as a bit of a jig, so I know I've got everything lined up. Now this may not actually work, so I'm not going to glue it. Okay, so if that one goes like that, then this one here, it has to go like this. I don't know, this might not be a good idea. I was just thinking it could possibly help to hold everything perfectly in line, and yet on the other hand, it might also make it more difficult to get these ribs, those 3 ribs, into those slots. Let's first get our little dollar store clamps and put this together. Yeah, now I'm gonna have to do this off camera. Yeah. We'll get it, folks. Okay, I think I'm going to have to clamp these up one at a time. This one that's my fingers are pointing at we got it. Now these clamps, I've already tested it out, and they're just a little bit too wide here to get in there, but it might just catch, just very gently, just to hold it. Now don't squeeze too hard. The plate on the back, like this one right here, is sort of bowing a little bit. So it's, I wonder if there's something better I could do. And then I wonder now if it would be a good idea to apply the glue to this one here and glue this one up. I wonder if there's something else other than these dollar store clamps, and these were only $1 a piece. Okay, what else could I use to hold that? Those other ones that I squeeze like this are just way too strong. They'd break it. Elastic band. It'd kind of do it. I could get it around there. Maybe I have to put it like this. You know, whoops, get it in place, and then put the elastic band around. But I wouldn't want to accidentally break something off here trying to get the elastic band on. It's got to be something. Okay. Whoops. Now we want to get that to stay in there, don't we? Alright. We are back to letting gravity be our friend. But let's get this square here. Get our beetle out of the way. I have to take a look at that beetle yet. Okay. Alright, now I want to be careful that I don't all of a sudden collapse it, because this thing weighs almost a pound. And I think if we take some, where's our extra thin now? Yeah. Now remember, this side that I'm going to apply the extra thin to is not going to be seen. So if it makes a bit of a mess on the paint, well, that's all right. Does that look like it's down? Yeah, I think it's about as down as it's going to get, because it has come up against this part that I'm going to apply glue right now to. Now I know you can't see the glue being put on there, but it might be visible through from the other side. Yeah, I think that if we just leave that for a little bit, we should be able to move on then to the next one, and so on and so on. Now I suppose I could make up another holder downer like this, but let's just give this a little bit of time here. And then just try and get it in place a little bit here. Okay, that's about the way it has to go. Okay, well, we're waiting for our glue to dry. Here's our beetle. Okay, I'm sure that somebody knows what kind of beetle that is. He keeps trying to hide. Don't blame him. We're only seeing half of them here. See if I can get them back down to the other end. Okay, I waste way too much time doing stuff like this. Well, not too much to show for a day's effort here, but this section right here is done right now. Tomorrow we'll get these pieces, some of these other pieces. Most of these ribs are attached to this center piece. We're going to have to do a little bit of repainting maybe. And yet on the other hand, why bother? Because the way it's going to be viewed will be like this, and we can't see the other side anyway. However, okay, I'm going to call her quits for today. Monday, Wednesday, Friday I get a coffee visitor. Today is Monday. Then at around 5:30 my daughter is coming by with her husband, and they're on their Harley, and we're all going to go out to Lockport. I'll probably video the ride. I don't know if I'm going to do the 360 camera, but I will do the 4K, at least in one direction. We'll see what happens. The video probably won't come out until tomorrow morning. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.